Hello. I'm home. I'm back. My Wi-Fi is healed. My body is full of power and energy and passion. And my chat on OBS is broken. Thank you 02 for the Aka Super. Thank you everybody for the supers. Goodness me. Lovely to see you all. Hello, I've missed you. Yes, the chat on my screen is broken. Can I refresh it somehow? Can I refresh that? Refresh chat. Yay, I fixed it. I'm back. I'm back in town. I'm back in black. And I'm very happy. I'm very, very happy. Oh my goodness. Let me do supers real quick. Let me do all of this shit. Frozen Mushroom, thank you for the Aka Super. I missed you too. Oh my god, it's going too fast. It's going there's too many members. There's too many members. So sorry. Thank you for the Aka Super. And KK, thank you for the Aka Super. Chloe, thank you very much. Gloria, thank you for the Aka Super as well. Eva, thank you very much. Kinoko, thank you for the Aka Super. Thank you so much. Kiyoki, thank you very much. Nutvi, thank you for the Aka Super. I missed you so much. I missed you so much. Nana77, thank you for the Aka Super. Awan Don, thank you for the Aka Super. Nya, thank you for the Aka Super. Rosalind, thank you for the Aka Super. I missed you so much. I missed you so much. How are you? I feel like I'm coming home to a very excitable puppy. Julian, thank you for the Aka Super. I just came in through the front door and my dog is like... you know, in the same way that a dog thinks you're dead every time you leave the house and I come back and you guys like... May, thank you for the super. And Sierra, thank you very much for the Aka Super. Welcome back. I missed you too. Kazune, thank you for the Aka Super. Yeeting, thank you for the super. Kazune, thank you for the Aka Super. Wait, there's another one I missed. S. Nolan, thank you for the Aka Super with its little cat with loves on it. Kiss, kiss. Christy, thank you very much. Sian Pratt, thank you. I'm rapping right now. Jesus Christ. Thank you all so much for the members. Rumi, Eagle, thank you very much, guys. Eris. Thank you very much. Jupiter, thank you. Ellen Saya, thank you for the Aka Super. Thank you very, very much. Ooh. Pei-chan, thank you. BB-chan, thank you for the Aka Super. You owe a kissing loan shark during your break. I don't know if I could do 1 million, but I'll try. Angelina, thank you for the Aka Super. I missed you too. I missed you so much. I miss you so much. Sod, thank you. Yi-Ning, thank you for the Aka Super. Kiss, kiss. Who, thank you. Saki QJ, thank you very much. There are so many Aka Super. Oh my god. Thank you very much. Welcome back home. Thank you for the Aka Super. Sen, thank you very much. Give me kisses now. Okay. You ain't have to tell me twice. Salt, thank you very much. Mikanagi, thank you very much. Oline, thank you very much. Nyane, thank you very much. Umi, thank you very much. Pochi, thank you very much. Shio-an, thank you very much for the super. Jesus Christ. Miru, thank you very much. Rindrin, thank you very much. So, I can confirm that my internet is fixed. I have been on my break. Steffi Ackerman, thank you very much. Tori16 Layla, thank you for the Akasupa. Newer Kindred, well, welcome to the clan. Domek, thank you for the Akasupa. Welcome back. BB, I missed you too, BB. Andy, thank you very much. Shiramochi, thank you very much. Okay. Oh, a lot of love today. Aura, thank you for the Akasupa as well. Wow. Meritus, thank you very much. And Chestnut, I miss you too. Thank you very much. Berry Bean Pie, thank you. Liz, thank you. Deanna Chang, thank you. Thank you very much. Ye Hong Shu, thank you very much. For the Akasupa. Shira, thank you very, very much. Wi-Fi Kun is all better. My TV did not fall over while I was away, which was a genuine fear of mine. Everything, I think for the first time in a while, everything is really, really, really good. And I'm really happy. Cotton, Jan, thank you. Alicia, thank you for the Akasupa. Jessica, thank you. Nekosaka, thank you for the Akasupa. Have our kiss as many as you want. Oh, thank you. I'll take them all. Cloud Clear, thank you very much. Long Xiao Chen, thank you for the Akasupa. Welcome back. I missed you so much. And I missed you too. Michiko, thank you for the Akasupa. Lemon Soda, thank you for the Akasupa. Oh, God, I don't know how to keep up with this. So, what happened while I was away? Well, it appears that... Ren, thank you for the Akasupa. I love you too. Goodness me. Sweetie, thank you for the Akasupa. I miss you too. So, it appears that while I was away, you guys showed your true colors. Sena, thank you for the Akasupa. Yeah, you did miss me, didn't you? Yeah, Lulu Elf, thank you for the Akasupa. Mwah, choo choo. Listen. I'm a very forgiving lord. And I understand. I understand what it's like to be wowed by something new. But the cooler Vox? Vox at home? Usagi Niku's clips, thank you. I missed you too. Phoenix Jiang, thank you for the Akasupa. Piltcat, thank you for the Akasupa. Okay, thank you for the Akasupa. Vox at home, eh? Is that how you see me? Is that who I am to you now? Well, I'm not jealous. I'm just surprised that it was that easy. Surprised it was that easy for you all to finally show your true colors. Juyu, thank you for the Akasupa. And Sensen, thank you for the Akasupa as well. He is cool. He is cool. Even if he is a clone who stole my hair. That bastard. And I'd like to clarify, because some people think I'm being rude to one of my senpai. No, I don't believe that Vox Yashiro and Yashiro Senpai are the same person. I think that Yashiro Senpai is lovely and would never do this kind of thing to me. I think that Vox Yashiro is some weird abomination who stole both Yashiro Senpai and my DNA and is like some kind of fucked up love child who has been stealing both of our clout. And I can't stand it, to be honest with you. Rizu, thank you for the Akasupa. NIJISANJI Coach Gym was very exciting. Yeah, it was. Thank you for the Akasupa. And Olivia, thank you for the Akasupa as well. It seemed really exciting to me as well, and I'm really sorry that I couldn't be there for that watch-along. Like, seriously, it looked like it would have been so much fun to follow along with. I wished I could have, like, given it more of my attention, but I was away, and so I didn't really get the chance to. Rei Sakuma, thank you for the Akasupa. So, see you again, so nice. Thank you. Yeah, I really wish I could have seen more of it. I was just there, I was with my family, and I kept checking my phone being like, who's winning? Who's winning? Because when I load up the VOD, or when I loaded up the stream, I couldn't tell, like, what was actually going on. I don't understand baseball. I don't know how to play baseball. I was just there like, alright, so who's the quarterback? Come on, England, score some fucking goals, or something like that. I was trying really hard. Nebula, thank you for the Aka Super. Welcome back. I miss you. I miss you too. I miss you too. Yay. But it's fine. You know what? You know what? It's fine. The clone kept you entertained for just a little while. You had someone else to kind of keep you occupied. Keep those excitable little puppy brains busy while I was away. Aw, could it have been that you missed me so much that while I was away you gravitated to someone who just so happened to have the same hair as me? You could smell my scent in that hair and you just went and you didn't know where else to turn because you just missed me that much. Aww. Well, how can I hate you for that? You just wanted to see me come home. And here I am. So, we're just going to do this quick stream at the beginning. I just really want to tell you guys all about my trip and all of the random shenanigans that happened. Tell you about everything that happened with me, what happened on the way back, on the way there, blah, blah, blah. And then to just sort of update you on how I've been feeling, how I'm feeling about the rest of this week, which is a packed fucking week, and I'm very excited about it. Fedelana Reza, thank you. Kakuma, thank you. And the Leaf AB, thank you for the Aka Super. I missed you too. Mwah. So, basically, I won't update you too much on sort of the context of the trip. Essentially just nothing serious, just like sometimes with family they say, yeah, you gotta come home for a little bit. And, you know, there's stuff going on that we need you for. And I was like, all right. And it was about a right time for me to, well, I don't think it was actually. I was already feeling like I was fired up and ready to kind of go back into streaming full throttle like I am this week. And then, you know, that happened and I had to take a little break. But I think it was very good to sort of do a complete reset and to truly relax for a little bit. And it was nice. I won't update you too much about that, but the most I will say is that Aku Mama and Aku Papa are doing extremely well. They're all doing really, really well. Very happy. I got a chance to chat with Aku Papa about my finances, and he was like, "Yeah, you need to do this, you need to do that, you need to do da 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 da." And I was like, "All right, Dad." You know, so they're all doing really, really well. And yes, so there is a part of this trip I'd like to tell you about though. Chokochin, thank you for the gifted members, and Mintznya, thank you very much for the Aka Super. Your friend Fayley's birthday. Well, happy birthday to Fayley. Thank you very much. Mwah. So, while I was home, X-Frog, thank you for the Aka Super. While I was home, I had the luxury of, during all of these family events, I had the luxury of getting the chance to take one day all to myself while I was there. And during this time, I managed to meet back up with some of my old hometown friends who I haven't seen in a really, really long time. I had a chance to spend the day with the boys, the lads, the motherfuckers who I haven't seen in a really long time. The ones that I used to spend all my time with back when I lived there. And you know, you really meet back up with all the prime smegma male suspects. You know, you've got all of my, and it's insane how when you have, they're a great group of friends because they don't mind how long you've been gone. I'd been gone for a while. I'd been really busy with work, and then you come back and they're just like, "Hey, what's up, mate?" And then you just kind of shake out, you know, you fist bump, and then you just hug, bro bump, and all that, and then you just kind of keep going about your day. They don't mind how long you've been gone, and I think that's a really good way for best friends to be. Good friends don't care. You know, if you've been spending a long time away, they understand, and they just glad to see you back. Inky, Yukina, thank you for the supers. Nai, thank you for the Aka Super. Hana, thank you for the Aka Super. And Viego, thank you for the Aka Super as well. Mwah. So what did we do? Well, I met up with the boys, and the boys and I went to the local pool. We went swimming, which I haven't done in a long time. So we went swimming, threw on my trunks, and it was crazy. So I'll tell you about my friends, and I'm going to use their nicknames to keep them safe. So you've got, and one of the craziest things about this guy is that, well, we call this one Chi-chan, and Chi-chan used to be, when I knew Chi-chan, he used to be kind of short, and he had a bit of a beer belly, and he used to be a little bit silly. And then what's interesting about that is that I now have a senpai called Chi-chan as well, which is kind of interesting. But Chi-chan, my friend, is this guy, and when I came back, this guy apparently has been working out. He went from being a somewhat short, kind of pot-bellied little guy to being actually built like a fucking Viking. He has like long, blonde, shoulder-length hair. He's got like the giant, he's got booba, he's got like abs and everything, like really well defined. He was always like slurping down a protein shake. He was reading this book called The Wheel of Time the entire time. It was fucking ridiculous. He became a total gym lad. It was really nice to see him. You had my friend Woggle, who's currently studying to be an actor, and he looks the exact same as he did before. He's very silly. We watched Smiling Friends together. You know, the Psychic Pebbles show. We watched that together, and it was really nice to see him. You had another friend of mine who I don't have a nickname for, so I won't say anything about him apart from the fact that he's also doing really well. He's probably the most mature out of us. What should I call him? What should I call him? The name, I don't know, what should I call him? We'll call him Jim. None of them are called Jim. I'm going to call this one Jim, alright? Jim is he probably is like the most, has his life together out of all of us. He's graduating university from a history degree. He's in like a stable relationship, which is insane to me. I was like, how the fuck have you managed that? You know, and he's doing really well with that. He's a super funny guy, had these really nice sunglasses, wearing a Hawaiian shirt the entire time. The mature one of the group, Jim. And then, oh my god, let me tell you about my mate Stumpy. Oh my god. Okay, so we also have Stumpy. Stumpy is absolutely fucking gigantic. He's like wider than he is tall, but I mean that in terms of like muscle. Like this guy was always built like a fucking sumo wrestler. But he's got this like super like sort of Bristol-y accent. He's like, hello mate, and he's sort of like, he has we call him Stumpy because he's got very small hands. We like to bully each other. His name is Stumpy because he's got very, very small hands. Yukinya, thank you for the Akasupa. And so we bully him, we call him Stumpy. And Stumpy was there. Stumpy, he's doing quite well for himself, you know, he's working on his own career. He's been working really, really hard. You know, he's been down the gym as well. And he and I were having a really, really good time. He's like, hello everybody, I'm Stumpy. That's literally how he sounds. And then who else do we have? We had my one mate. Oh my god. So this guy doesn't have a nickname either. Let me think of one for him. Alright, so we had Jim. This is John. Alright, John is a really nice guy. He used to be super timid, used to be kind of introverted, but was like really came out of his shell while we were hanging out. And he sort of came out of his shell a lot while we were around each other, and then sort of in the rest of life he was pretty introverted, but a really, really nice guy. He also used to be like a little bit overweight, but he'd been down the gym and he'd lost a load of weight. He looked amazing. He had like this really built jawline that really came out like when he lost a little bit of weight. His jawline really came out and he grew like it grew like a beard. He has a face like the Giga Chad, right? So John is currently studying to go into animal care, which is like his passion. He spent a while like not really knowing what he wanted to do with his life, but I'm really proud of him because he's kind of really going down a route that he loves right now, which is animal care, you know, and he really wants to kind of look after animals. And he spent a little while in Ghana, actually. He traveled all the way down to Ghana to do sort of like, I'm not sure if it was work experience or some kind of a college trip to do something to do with animal care. But while he was there, I asked him about, while we were hanging out, and obviously, you know, when he was swimming, you know, he took his shirt off while we were getting changed, and I was like, what's wrong with your back? And all over his shoulders, his arms, his hands, and his back, there are these really deep, like, scars and cuts. I was like, huh? What happened to you? And then I asked what happened, and he said, oh yeah, I almost died. And so I asked him what happened, and he said that while he was in Ghana, apparently he was on the beach, which apparently to him, you know, he was in sort of a rough part of town, and he wasn't really, like, in the right place at the right time. He was relaxing on the beach by himself, and all of a sudden, a man runs up to him with a broken bottle and says, give me your bag. And my mate John just says, nah. Like, I don't know why. He could have just given up the bag, but he chose not to. John, this motherfucker, he really said, no, I'm not giving you my bag. I like this bag. And so they engaged in a scuffle. They engaged in a fight. And yeah, he picked up some pretty grievous wounds. He was bleeding heavily. And then apparently at one point his wallet fell out of his bag. The man grabbed the wallet and ran off. And he basically said, yeah, if that hadn't happened, I'd probably be dead. So that's what my mate John's been up to. But he's doing a lot better, you know. Apparently that was like 2 weeks before we met up, so like really recent. And it looked recent as well. He looked like he was in a really serious condition. But like, he was fine. He was just like, yeah, whatever, you know, I almost died, but you know, life goes on. And so we just sort of kept, yeah, he really is a Giga Chad. He just sort of said, I don't think you can have my bag. And I was like, but you almost died. He's like, still got the bag though. And like, that was that. Now, who am I forgetting? There's like, is there one more I'm forgetting? Or I think I've got everyone. I think I got everyone. There were 6 of us. And so we went swimming. We went and tis but a scratch. Exactly. What a Chad. So we were all relaxing and we went swimming at the local pool. And there were a few slides that we wanted to go down, you know. We were all like, here's the thing about being friends with the lads, is that you're always somewhat unintentionally homoerotic. You know? Like, we're all a bunch of dudes. You know, we've all got our shirts off. We're all going down slides and stuff. And so we were all just acting pretty, we were all acting like pretty like, no homo bro, like the entire time. We were always just sort of swimming next to each other. One of us comes up and gives the other one a kiss on the cheek. And it was like, hey, no homo bro. You know, and that kind of thing. It was really funny. It kind of like, we felt like we were on Top Gear. You know, not Top Gear. Well, Top Gear is a bit homoerotic if you think about it. No, Top Gun. You know Top Gun and how unintentionally homoerotic that is? That was us. One really awkward thing that happened actually is that at one point we went down this big slide where you can go down all together, and we all sort of lined up. We were like, all right, we're gonna race and we're gonna go down, you know, penguin style. We're gonna go down penguin style and we're gonna get to the bottom all at the same time. And so we did that, and then all 6 of us line up, get ready to jump down. Exactly. What's better than this? Just guys being dudes. We went up and we lined up, and then all of a sudden, to the right of Stumpy is some random kid. I think he was like 16 years old, and he went down with us. I think for some reason, this kid had decided that these grown-ass men were now his friends, and it was really awkward. He just started following us everywhere. He just started following us around everywhere we went. We were all just like, yeah, slides, whatever. And we just sort of walked off. We went to jump back in the pool and we were splashing around. And this kid was just sort of like floating next to us. He wasn't really interacting, but he wasn't really like doing much else. He was just sort of bobbing up and down, you know, just kind of being there. We were like, we didn't say anything. We didn't say anything because we didn't have the balls to tell him to fuck off, obviously, because we didn't want to traumatize him for the rest of his life. But we also didn't want to, like, fully, like, allow him to hang out with us, because you really shouldn't do that. And so we just kind of tried losing him at random intervals. Like, we would try going on the stairs to go up the slide, and then we'd sort of like back up, and we'd sort of rotate around, expect him to join the queue, and then while he's in the queue, we'd back out and we'd run away, you know, and that kind of thing. The worst one was that there was a big slide. At the time, I was a bit scared to go down, and I did actually go down in the end, and I loved it. Slack! Shut the fuck up, I'm talking! Slack, I'm talking with my chat. Excuse me. Thank you. Anyway, tried losing him, and the worst part was that at one point, we did actually lose him for a little while, and we were just sort of having fun. And then later on the big slide, my friends and I went up, and I was hanging out with Jim. Jim and I, we went, and neither Jim and I wanted to go on the slide, and so we went and we grabbed a pint, and we were just sat by the little bar with the pool, and we were having a pint. And then he said, yeah, do you want to go and check, like, how far down? I think that was it. Before we went and we got a pint, he was like, yeah, can you go and check? Like, what's going on? Like, how far are they in the queue? Do we have time to grab a drink and all that kind of stuff? I was like, sure. So I went up the stairs and I went to go check, and I saw that they were like halfway down the queue, and I was like, oh, that'll take a while. Yeah, they're going to be a while. And then I look and I see the child has joined the queue with them. And this queue for this slide, it takes quite a fucking while. It takes a little while to get down, and they were going to be there for at least another 10-15 minutes, and this child had just joined the line with them and was sat there with his arms crossed, just pretending to be one of the boys. It was really embarrassing, and I just kind of like, you know that thing you do where you pretend you haven't seen something, like you kind of put one hand up like a sliding door in front of your eyes, and you just kind of like, see that, and you just kind of move down. I don't think he ever said a word to us. He was just always there. It was really weird. Chloe Webb, thank you for the super. And Kiki, thank you very much as well. I miss you too. So that was a little bit odd. And then I went down and I rejoined my mate Jim for a pint, and it was like, yeah, no, that's pretty bad. And so that was mostly what happened. Arathia, thank you for the Akasupi. We went out, we swam for a little while, we fucked around, had a pint, we went. The child was an NPC. Yeah, he had a quest he was trying to give them, but we needed to right-click on him first. We went down and we tried chatting with him. We didn't try chatting with him. My brain's going haywire. We never chatted with him. But what we did do afterwards, we had our Mackies, we had our Mackie D's, we had a McDonald's. I had this new Italian stack burger they had, which it said it was called like the spicy Italian, and it was not spicy at all. It was actually very mild. I mean, it was tasty though. So we had a McDonald's, which was quite nice. And then after that, you know, we drove home, and I was like, man, that was a really nice way of spending the day. And yeah, we had McDonald's, and then I met up with my, that was what we called him. That was what we called him, the child. Like Baby Yoda. We were just like, it's the child. You know, whenever he would see us, we'd be like, oh god, the child is here. And so, yeah, that's all that really happened. And then I went home, had a little chat with my dad about my finances, and he was like, son, you have to do this, you have to do that. And I was like, all right, dad. But he did have some pretty good ideas, teaching me how to, you know, how to manage myself, because I've never been very good at managing myself, to be honest. I'm a bit of an idiot. Sora, Alexandra, thank you very much. Yuki, thank you for the Arc Super, and GPP, thank you so much. And then my dad and we got Wagamamas for dinner, which is always a lot of fun. I don't know if any of you guys live in the UK, but Wagamamas is an Asian-inspired restaurant. Probably not super authentic Asian food, but it's nice. I had some chicken ramen, and it was really good. And he had some sweet potato katsu curry or whatever it was, and he really enjoyed that. I like Akupapa a lot. He's a very, very strange man. I think, you know, I'm very old. I'm about 400, and he's even older than me. He's you know, back when we lived in the underworld, he used to be a bit of a tyrant, you know, sort of. But ever since my family and I decided to move to the human world, he's been very he's mellowed out a lot, and I love my dad very much. He's a musician. He plays the guitar, the banjo, and the mandolin. And I remember at a time when I used to live with my dad, the amount of times that it would be sort of 6:37 in the morning, and I would just barely be waking up. I would just be like, oh, just barely waking up. And then my dad would be downstairs, and suddenly you would hear the little, like, the wooden rustle of him getting his banjo off the shelf, and then old Dan Tucker was a fine old man, he brushed his hair with a frying pan, and he would start singing these old country songs, and I'd be like, and I would go downstairs, good morning, Dad, and he's like, good morning, Vox, my boy. How are you feeling this morning? I was like, I'm fine. And then I'd go have some breakfast. He was very talented. He's a very talented musician. He used to have a band. That had some success back in the 90s, believe it or not. which is quite a lot of fun. What else can I tell you about my old dad? Oh, he's really funny. We had a chat about something that did happen. Is I was telling him about some films that I'd watched, and I told him about the ones that we'd seen. I said, "Oh yeah, I've watched some like vile movies. I watched Midsommar and Hereditary," and he was like, "What are those about?" And I explained the films to him. He said, "Why don't we pop next door? We'll put the trailer on the telly so you can show it to me." And I was like, "Yeah, of course." And I showed him the trailer for Hereditary, and right at the moment that the little girl like goes to chop the head off the pigeon with the scissors, the fucking power goes out. We didn't realize. We thought the trailer had just like cut, like trailer cuts to black right at that moment to avoid the violence. But no, at that exact moment the power went out, and he was really struggling to get it to turn back on after a while. So yeah, it was pretty weird. And then, you know, we sort of spent a while doing that. And we had a nice chat and everything, just sort of coping with everything, getting used to it. So yeah, you know, I'm not really sure what else there is to say about my dad. He's a very straightforward man. You know, he's always like, you know, clean your plate, eat your greens, you know, play the banjo, learn an instrument, pay your taxes, and you know, and then he'll just be You know, he still reads the newspaper, if you can believe it. I mean, I've never, in my life, I have never once actually read a newspaper because it just feels... Well, I must have done like a while ago, but... You know, these days we just get all of our news online. You just swipe left on your Android and you've got Google and everything with all the news. Not like back in my day when you had to read a paper, and my dad is still stuck back in his day. You know, I'm quite a tech-savvy old man. You know, I'm getting used to this streaming setup. I've got triple monitors and everything. My old dad, he's still got one monitor. Although, to be fair, he is actually getting better with it. He's got like a nice wall-mounted telly, you know, and he's sort of got a surround sound system. So he, you know, he's pretty good with it. He's pretty good with it. Yeah, I'm more tech savvy than my dad, okay? I'm more tech savvy than a 400-year-old should be, all right? It's fine. It's normal, all right? What about Akumama? Akumama is doing completely fine. She's sort of obviously I saw her very recently as well. She got me the peace lily, which is still you know very growing very nicely. I've got that. I've got my peace lily on a little table by the window, and next to it I've got a little coriander plant right next to it. Yeah, exactly. Aklis, if I'm 400, my dad is like 8,000 years old, and when you get to that age, you know, you just sort of process things differently. I feel like once you're that age, you really are truly set in your ways for eternity. She got me a nice peace lily, and then I got some coriander plant next to that, and so I like to... It's weirdly good for your daily routine to have plants, because it really just sort of says, oh, you know, you've got something to look after now. And it's one of the reasons why for a while I did really want to get a dog or a cat, and I think I still do. I think I really still do want to get a pet. I'm just worried I wouldn't be the best owner, you know. I'm worried I wouldn't really, it's a lot to learn, and I could definitely afford it at this point, but would I be giving them the best home? Would I, it definitely, like, there's a moral argument to be had about owning a pet, and I need to think about it, but I guarantee if I ever did get a pet, I would introduce you guys to them right away. I'm just wondering what kind of pet I would get. If I got a cat, I'd like to get, what, hang on a minute. Is it a Bengal? Bengal cat. They're the ones with spots. What are the ones with stripes? What are the ones that look like Bengals with stripes? Not a serval. Both? Maybe it is just a Bengal I'm thinking of. Morgan Mullen, thank you for the Akasupa. Happy birthday for Saturday. Mwah, I love you too. And Yoisu, thank you very much for the Akasupa. Pet is good for your mental health. Yeah. I think it probably would just be a Bengal cat or a Savannah cat. Or are Savannah cats hybrid cat breed? Are they just wild, or are they like nah, I'd probably get a Bengal if I got a cat, because I think they're very sweet. Shun, thank you very much. I missed you too. If I got a cat, I get a Bengal, and if I got a dog, I think I've concluded with myself. Kiri J, thank you for the Akasupa. Omedeto. I've concluded with myself that if I got a dog, it would either be an Italian Greyhound or a Maltese. I think Maltese are cuter, but I think I would grow a hideous attachment to an Italian Greyhound because they look so funny, you know? Guan, thank you very much for the Akasupa. I think Maltese are very, very cute. Liu Shuiyan and Jiu, thank you for the thank you for the supers, guys. I'm just gonna look up and Maltese. Oh, I wouldn't want to like give it one of those fancy sort of like show dog coats. I just want it to have like the little puppy cut with like the fluffy hair, you know. Bengals are high maintenance, are they? Oh no. Oh dear. Maybe I shouldn't get one then. Kai-Pai, thank you very much. Bengals have spots and or stripes. Savannah cats are a hybrid. Also, if you got a cat, please know lilies are very poisonous too. Are they really? Well, guess I have to make a choice between the peace lily or the cat. Oh dear. Leah, thank you very much for the super. A greyhound would suit me, wouldn't it? I mean, I think greyhounds are just some of the funniest looking fucking animals ever. They're so long, and they've got such big eyes, and they look so nervous all the time. I'm just like, Jiu and Lulu, thank you very much for the super. Yeah, they just look like, It's like, but I feel like, I don't know, something about a very, both Maltese and Italian Greyhounds are very nervous breeds. I mean, like, you know, Italian Greyhounds are like a very shivery type of dog, and then apparently Maltese develop separation anxiety very easily, which, I mean, same. Maltese puppy, Google images. Oh, they put him next to a can of Diet Coke. He's only a little bit taller than the can of Diet Coke. Oh, he's so tiny. Oh, Julian and Nekasaka, thank you very much for the super. I don't know, one of my favorite genres of cat image or dog image, specifically cat image, is the one where it's like very, very, very small cat that they've put on a very normal human-sized thing and then zoomed out so you can really comprehend how tiny it is. Like the cat who's just lying completely dead asleep on its back just in the middle of the kitchen floor. And so you can see in the distance, you can see a fridge, you can see a table, and right in the middle is this tiny cat who's like... You know what I mean? There's something quite different about that sort of thing. Moo, thank you for the super. Remember to eat lunch and take care of yourself. I love you forever. Oh, I love you too. I really can't get enough of that kind of image. And I think, I don't know, having a little dog, I think would be very nice. I love big dogs, but I don't really have the space for it. You know, I'm living in an apartment right now, which living alone is pretty perfect for me. But, you know what I'm saying, like I would love a golden retriever, I would love like a Samoyed or some kind of big, lovey, bouncy, boofy dog, but I don't think I have the space for it. So for the time being, if I did get one, I'd get like a little Bubba dog who can run around. I would have to like instill in them while they're a puppy to respect Baba. I would show Baba to them very early in life, and I would sit Baba down next to them and I would say, this is your god. Respect him. If my dog or cat does anything to harm Baba, they are on the streets. Baba is the king of the house. The dog is Baba's servant, I will say that. I'm joking, of course, but still, I would be very upset if a dog did anything to harm Baba. I guess that's a good reason to get a dog over a cat, because a cat would be able to climb up and just grab Baba off the shelf, whereas, you know, Baba sits on a shelf in my kitchen. When I did my handcam stream, my thank you quickly, Super Saku, Summer, Rebecca M, Pei Ying, Moy and Jen. Thank you very much for the supers, guys. Baba would be, he's on the shelf right above the webcam that I have. So the webcam is on the shelf and it's pointing down, sort of sellotape down. And Baba sits on top of the webcam, kind of surveying the entire kitchen. And if I got a dog, they wouldn't really be able to get up and harm Baba, but a cat might. So I mean, that's another argument for a dog over a cat. Nozumi, thank you very much for the super. Baba's my best mate. I mean, Baba is an inanimate plushie who I have developed a strangely strong emotional bond with. Junjun, thank you very much. And Leo Shuian, thank you for the Aka Super as well. Welcome home, my lord. Today is my birthday. Happy birthday, Leo Shuian. I hope you have a wonderful next year of your life. Chloette and Nyla, thank you very much. What a wonderful day. I'm very excited. My schedule for the week. Very excited. Michan, thank you for the super. I'm very excited to have a really fucking packed schedule, because we haven't had one of these in a while. Ray, thank you very much as well. We have not had one of these in a fucking while, and I am so looking forward to it. We've got so much going on today. 3 streams today, 2 tomorrow, 1 for members, 2 the next day, 1 on Raymu's channel, 2 the next day, 1 the following day, and then 2 more on Sunday. I'm just like, Maru, thank you very much for the Aka Super, and Crystal, thank you for the Aka Super as well. Hitomi, thank you very much. 12 streams in 1 week, baby. And there's more I forgot to put on there. Lily, thank you for the Aka Super. I completely forgot to put it on there. But tonight, Tuesday night, starting at midnight for me, everyone in Niji is playing fucking Fall Guys. And I was like, how could I miss out on that? Come on, how could I miss out on that? So I'll be playing a bit of Fall Guys. And if I stay up too late, I might move the Under the Skin watch along by like a couple of days so that it's on a day with less on it. But still, you know. Lily, thank you for the Akasupa. Ju, thank you very much. And Jan Chestnut with a big Akasupa. Mwah. Happy birthday last Sunday. Happy birthday to you. Mwah. Wafa Kamal, Nan Yi, thank you very much. And Ju, thank you very much. I'd like to comment on something on my schedule. Doggish Cat, thank you for the super. I'd like to comment on something that's on my schedule that a lot of people have been asking about. Who can guess what I'm talking about? Huanye, thank you very much. Zhu, thank you very much. Who can guess what I'm talking about? Shin, thank you very much. I love you too. Yes, you're correct. Post-nut RuneScape. I've decided that every Sunday, because the ASMR streams are only 2 hours long, what I want to do is every Sunday after we finish an ASMR stream is to then pretty much immediately hop live and play RuneScape, because I want to keep playing RuneScape. I think the issue that I had with like the Zatsuscape thing is that it was like Minecraft in that it's sort of a relaxing game in which I get to talk to you guys, but not as many people enjoyed it, you know, and so I sort of felt bad whenever I went live with it. But you know what? No. I want to make that a little regular thing, because what I've realized about the ASMR is everyone wants to talk about it right after it's happened, and I want to be able to do that too. I don't want to devote an entire stream on Mondays, just like I did with the night one, where we had a Zatsudan where all I did was talk about the stream. What I want to do is have, right after the ASMR is finished, I'm calling it post-nut, because, I mean, come on. The Forest Guardian one is going to be soft. I'm letting you guys know right away. I'm genuinely thinking in the title somewhere I might put Sleep Aid on that one, because I want to make it really, 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 really soft. Genuinely, really, really soft. Do it on Twitch. I could. If I'm able to do it on Twitch, I will. There's still a bit of setup to do with Twitch, so that I can make sure that we're all ready for it. But if my Twitch is not ready by Sunday, then I will do it here. But if it is, then sure, let's do it on Twitch, and we'll sort of migrate over there. And that'll be a good way of, like, at the end of the ASMR, I can say, yo, you guys want to talk about the ASMR? Let's go to Twitch. And then we could just sort of have a little chat over there. Big Monkey Man 37. So yeah, that's gonna be weekly, and I'm really excited for that sort of thing. I think that's gonna be just a really nice way of sort of like coming down after what might be an intense ASMR, or sort of staying up together after what might be a really relaxing ASMR. I mean, Forest Guardian one, I want it to put people to sleep. I want that to be really relaxing, because what we had with the night one, we had something extremely sad with big music and fantasy elements, and then a really long period where we watch the love of our lives slowly die. And then the dragon one, we got eaten out in front of the body of someone we were trying to protect, which is really dark. But then we brought him back to life, and I want this to be kind of the calm period where we've had so much terrible shit happen, and then we venture into the forest. And we're sort of greeted by a kindly creature. And the knight gets to lie down and rest. And the Forest Guardian, he talks to you, reads you stories, and reminds you that it's going to be okay. That's all I want for this week. Am I still going to use my ASMR? Oh, that's interesting, actually. Let me make a poll. Let me make a poll, gentlemen. Gentlemen and ladies. Let me make a poll. That is a really good idea. Because I've seen people asking about ASMR mic Zatsuscape. In post-nut RuneScape, ASMR mic or no? ASMR mic, fuck no. Ask your community. So after we've had, it would be easier for me as well, because I wouldn't have to like reset anything. I just need to kind of boot up RuneScape and go live on a different platform. Celia, the Black Legion, May, Iris Baracos, thank you very much. Iris I found my Sir Akuma. Oh, that's so sweet. Well, congratulations. Chen, thank you for the super. I hope that goes well for you. Love my bunny cake. Thank you. I missed you too. An 85% vote for ASMR Mike. All right, I mean, I guess that's that. So, all right. That's good though. That's good. So I guess what that means is, Genie Moo, thank you for the super. I guess what that means is the sort of soft gaming with Zatsu, the soft Zatsu on YouTube will be Minecraft, and then on, what the fuck? Whoa! It's doing the thing again! No, it's the demon sickness that seizes my muscles. But yes, so on YouTube, the sort of soft Zatsu content will be through Minecraft, and then on Twitch, I'll whip out the ASMR mic on Sundays, and we'll play RuneScape. And I also, Twitch, like I've said, if I get my Twitch channel set up, what it's going to be is a sort of, a place where if I want to play a game at any point, I will just like, I'm going to go live now, you know. Every stream, apart from the post-nut RuneScape, is going to be guerrilla. Like, if I just, one day I wake up, empty day, maybe I've got a bit of time in the evening, and I'm like, you know what, fuck it, I want to play a game. I'll just be like, guys, Twitch, now, go, and then I just go live on Twitch, you know, and that's just how it'll work. YouTube will not have any less content on it. It'll probably be more evening time for me, so maybe a little bit late for you guys, but obviously I've got to work it around YouTube. You know, the worst thing that I could do would be to, reduce the content on YouTube for Twitch. I wouldn't want that. Lily Chen, thank you very much for the Rainbow Super. Sorry to bother you. Last Wednesday was my birthday. Expressed my feelings before I met you guys. I never thought I'd be interested in watching. Oh my fucking god, that's a lot of supers. The FNAF Security Breach stream was the opportunity for me to start following you. I love that stream. That was really, really nice. Interested in you and curious about what kind of person you were. Nyla, thank you very much. Extra kithers with the ASMR Zatsu. Hey, you never know. Lily Chen, thank you for the super. Anytime I see your schedule, I'm wondering what's going to happen this week. And with an Arca super. Oh my god, that's how many? Besides FNAF, I especially like your Sim stream. Thank you. Recently found your ASMR to be very good. Not just sus, but the plot is getting better and better. Your words are always inspiring. I remember at the beginning of the year, I was already thinking about losing weight, and your words are one of the things that kept me going. I'm really proud of you. That's some great news. Thanks for saying beauty is not limited to all body types. It's louder for the people at the back. Gave me a sense of comfort, and I wanted to resolve to make changes in myself so that one day I could truly feel that I am beautiful. Thank you for encouragement when I told you about my weight loss goal. Even though now that I've hit the deadline I've set, even though I haven't reached my goal, I still want to say out loud I've lost 25.9 fucking kilograms. That's really impressive, Lily Chen. Congratulations. Finally, I want to say that you're a fantastic person. No need to be worried or anxious. Hope you have a wonderful day. I hope you have a wonderful day too. That is a really, even if it's not your entire goal, that is a really huge amount of weight to have lost. Congratulations. If that is your goal, you have smashed that shit. You're doing insanely well. That must have taken so much work. Icon, thank you for the Aka Super. I love you too. Just to put that into context, right, guys? My super heavy TV that requires 2 people to lift it and put it into place and requires professional installation, that's about, you have lost about half the weight of my entire TV. And that thing is fucking heavy. I think more than half, actually. That's insane. That's insane. Congratulations. Congratulations. And I'm so glad that it was this community that gave you the courage to do that. I feel so proud. I'm so proud of all of you. If you were the ones who made that a reality and you were the ones who kind of really, you know, encouraged Lily to lose that much weight, fucking good on you guys. Well done. Yeah, the vote appears to have concluded. ASMR Mike seems to be a definite. So, alright. ASMR RuneScape. Never thought I'd see the day. Never thought I'd see the fucking day. You told Vox Akuma a few years ago, yeah, at some point in the future, people are going to listen to you make kissy noises into a very sensitive microphone while you play your favorite game ever. And I'll be like, you're having a laugh, mate. You're having a laugh. But no. They were not having a laugh. they were being real. Oh God. Kilux and Tap Tap, thank you for the Akasupa. Welcome home, my lord. I did enjoy my break. I've been having a bit of a conundrum this morning. I've been having a bit of a conundrum, and I'm wanting to... I kind of want to just have a little bit of like an open discussion with you guys, because there's been something going on that's been worrying me a little bit. Peepo, thank you for the super. And I think for once, you know, in the past, you know, there have been some issues caused by one or two sort of like bad apple kindred, and I don't think there are as many now. I think that we've got a much nicer community. But what I've been seeing is on Grace Lily, thank you for the Akasupa. Sometimes on Twitter, sometimes people will send me these anonymous Streamlabs donations. Apparently, you know, you guys are kind of going through a lot of, I mean, I hesitate to use the word cyberbullying because it's a bit of a boomer term, but apparently you guys are getting harassed on social media a lot when you sort of put my Oshi mark in your name and you know, you talk about being a kindred. Sometimes people can kind of come at you with a lot of vitriol, and I wanted to sort of have a moment to talk about that. Is that the case? Have many of you guys experienced that? Joxan, thank you for the super, and Paula as well, thank you. I'm not sure if it's a small issue or if it's a big one, but I have heard some concerning stuff, and I wanted to talk about it a little bit because it's worrying. You know, I don't want my fans to be ones who've, you know, I don't want being a fan of me to be something that carries that much of a burden. You know, it's a shame. And I think it might be something that stops people from, you know, some people that might really enjoy my content might do so quietly because they don't really want to, yeah, TikTok, I've heard some other platforms have been sort of like really rife with a lot of bad words thrown at Kindred, and it's difficult to know what to do in this kind of a situation because me as, you know, as Yoshi and as the guy from whom Kindred originate, I have a lot of power to... I'm not sure how much power I have to change the situation, but I have the power to change how you engage with it. And I think before, I've told you guys to sort of try to ignore, you know, a lot of it and just sort of let it pass, but maybe that isn't right, you know. In my experience, and, you know, this is only because I've, you know, this is how I've dealt with hate I've received in my life, is that when you don't play, when you're at school, right, a bully will bully you because it's entertaining for them. You know, they get off on getting a reaction out of you. And for some people, there's like a wider reason why. Sometimes a bully can have issues in their own life. Sometimes they can, you know, sort of be taking their anger out on someone they think will take it. And it's a shame, but I think that might be sort of what's happening. I've always been one to say that we should ignore it, and I'm very hesitant. I don't want any of you guys to take me bringing this up as an excuse to attack people, okay? Everyone listening right now, everyone who uses my Oshi mark, everyone who calls themselves a kindred is an ambassador for this community, okay? Every time that one of us acts out and fights and sort of maybe joins in on the bullying, maybe tries bullying someone back, what that can do is it can worsen the problem. It can kind of make our reputation maybe a little bit worse, and I don't want that. I want people to be able to look at us and see... I want the world to look at you the way that I see you, which is a group of talented, passionate people who don't give a fuck about what people say and just want to enjoy some nice streams, okay? That's what I see you guys as. You're talented, you're loving, you're kind, you're hardworking, you're really attractive, and I don't think it should be seen any other way. I'm just trying to think about what the right way of doing this is, because fighting back is not the right way to do it. Anger and violence will only beget greater anger and violence, and the last thing that I would ever want is for this situation to become worse for all of you. You are so much better than that, and I think that when we bicker, it only makes things worse, and I think that we have the power to be bigger than that. I think it's difficult because what I ran into, and obviously, you know, hesitant to bring up anything regarding this, but I have to because it was important. The last time that I thought ignoring the issue would make it go away, I, you know, sort of was pretty mistaken. When an issue like what happened earlier this year happened, I thought, oh, you know, if you ignore the hate, it will pass you by. But sometimes it's of a certain size when that isn't really the case, and I've learned that now. So I'm not really sure what the right answer is. I think drawing from personal experience, I get hate. A lot. I really do. Especially on Twitter. A lot of people really don't like me very much at all. And I'm used to it now. You know, I think that the positives and the benefits of being this and streaming outweigh any hate that I see by quite a country mile. You know, I can see a bunch of people making Twitter threads about me and, you know, and saying a lot of really nasty things about me. I'm used to it now. I'm used to it. And it'll never stop hurting, but it doesn't mean that I'll ever let it discourage me from being who I want to be and making the kind of content that I want to make. If me being myself causes me to get hate, then so be it. I will always be my authentic self. I'm not going to play some kind of a character, and I'm not going to follow an arbitrary set of rules so that random people who don't even watch me can have a positive opinion of me. That's never how I want to run my life. And I think that you guys appreciate that. So here's what I'll say. The situation with the bullying seems bad. You know, you guys are, at least from what I've heard, and I might be wrong, I think that the right way for us to deal with this is if you get attacked and if someone starts saying some really vile random shit about the Kindred and about me, the right thing for you guys to do is to fucking block them. Because that's what I do. If I see someone saying some vile shit about me, I don't block them. I just kind of, I just ignore it, you know. I just sort of walk past it because then I remember how great my life is in comparison. You know, if someone decides to hate on me, I'll be like, well, you know, I've got the Kindred by my side. I have this lovely apartment. I've got this nice new TV, and I have a stable career. What do you have? You know, and then I just kind of move on. I don't say that. I just sort of think it to myself. I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm doing fine. If there was a grander situation, and if it was worse, like, to be fair, because a lot of this is transpiring on platforms that I'm not on, and to be honest, a lot of people, you know, who love me and have fan accounts, they might block me because they just don't want me to read their tweets, and that's valid. But what it means is I don't always know what's going on. I rely on you guys to tell me sort of the situation as and when it happens. So I might be wrong, and I would expect you to tell me if I am wrong. If the issues are extremely bad, and if it's to the point where every one of you is receiving death threats and it's not improving, then we can have a larger, broader conversation about the nature of what's been going on. But for the time being, I want to really remind you that we have the power to set an example here. We have the power to be ambassadors for what I know is an incredibly loving and caring community. I mean, look at what we saw earlier. This community, this community that supposedly has a bad reputation, encouraged Lily to lose more than 25 kilograms and work towards a really strong goal for herself. That doesn't mean nothing. That's important, right? And I've always seen that in you guys, and I know that we can do better than giving in and bickering with people who, to be honest, only want to get a reaction out of you. That's what bullies do. What bullies do is that their own lives are so shallow and have such an absence of happiness that they'll gun for you and they'll try to get you angry and they'll try to make you upset. And being upset with what a bully says is not wrong. It's easy to have it affect you, but what I'm saying is what we need to do is not give them what they want. Just stand there, hold your head high, and remember that you are a peaceful, loving, kind, sexy Kindred whose love of their Oshi is not an issue. Your taste is not bad. your behavior is fine. And their worries don't concern you. So all you have to do, turn the other cheek, let them seethe, let them mold, let them be angry and spin in circles and jump up and down and punch the air, because at the end of the day, if you allow them to hurt you, then that's how they win. So let's for the time being, obviously I'll update this if things get worse, but for the time being, please, if you're listening, please, let's take the path of peace. Don't try to befriend haters. Don't say, that's alright, because it's not alright to hate. Let them mold and seethe and cry in quiet, because that's the only thing they deserve. Okay? That's all I wanted to say about that. I was really worried about it for a while, because I felt like I needed to say something and how much you guys were suffering. But if you ignore hate, and if you manage to keep things peaceful and happy and quiet at all times, what the fuck can they say to you? You're a good person. And if someone tries to hate on you for that, then I'm sorry, but they're just not. So be better. Be better than the ones who've caused us so much problems. And things will improve. I guarantee it. But of course, if they don't, I'll do my best to make kind of an updated statement, I suppose. We'll work through this together. I know we will. Enough of this serious talk. Noriaki, Aura, Tia Dreamer, Kinoko, thank you for the supers. Where? Drow, thank you. Lelaine, thank you. Searing, thank you. Harumi, thank you for the Aka Super. I miss you so much too. I miss you. Ilets, thank you very much for the Aka Super. And Grace Lily Lee, thank you very much as well. Awandon, Nan Yi, Yuyu. Zutsuyaku, thank you very much. And Yagiko with the gifted members, and Yuki with the super. Thank you very much. Koloko, thank you for the Aka Super. Love you too, thank you. And KK, thank you very much. You know, I should say, I think like Angelina, thank you for the Aka Super. Shushu, Olive and K, thank you very much. Milky, thank you for the Aka Super. Mwah. Danica, thank you very much. So sorry, thank you for the Aka Super as well. Mwah. I think one person who's like really sort of encouraged me, not directly, but sort of indirectly, Moyen Chen, thank you for the Aka Super. Means Wang Tiehe, which means like an Iron Man. That's really fucking cool. Roku, thank you for the super. The Endu CL. Gloria with an Aka Super, thank you very much. Apolicious, thank you. ATZA, SC, Maka Beach, Eva with the gifted members, Jan, Nyla, thank you. Black Legion, thank you very much. One person who sort of indirectly is encouraging me to really sort of put my foot down a lot harder and speak about issues when they become apparent is Mr. I think that he's always been a lot better at engaging with sort of difficult situations than I've been. Ming, Rosalind, Vox Agra, and Ramen Dragoon, thank you. And Sono Chino Sadame with the gifted members. And Yusuke, thank you very much. And Manabi with the gifted members, thank you very much. I think whenever he's sort of run into an issue, maybe he's said something that's been misinterpreted, maybe he's, which happens to everybody in this fucking industry, you know what I mean? Like, we all say things that we mean something different, and then the entire world is like, why'd you say that? Why'd you say that? And it's something you have to get used to, especially when, like all of us in Luxiem, you know, you go from humble beginnings and suddenly become extremely famous, and then it's like, whoa, you know, none of us are really used to that. Mister's always been really, he's always had that shit on lockdown. Rachel Shen, Cat Kitty Catty, and like I've said, I'm a very unconfrontational person. I'm very hesitant to get into a fight with anybody for reasons I won't go into. I can't read that name, but thank you for the Aka Super as well. Thank you very much. I'm a pretty gentle person. I don't like to yell or shout. Well, unless it's, you know, for funny. I like yelling and shouting at video games, but not at people. That makes me feel pretty terrible. Gora-chan, thank you very much for the Aka Super. Nana77, thank you for the Aka Super. And Nor, thank you very much as well. He's very straightforward, and I think that he's been really encouraging me sort of indirectly to do that as well. If I see an issue, I think I want to just, instead of this sort of corporate mindset I've had before where it's like, oh, you know, always maintain the same image, always like understand that things will pass you by. I know now that it's not exactly true anymore, and I can be more open than I think. When I first debuted, I didn't think I could be as open about my thoughts and feelings as I can. You know, I can be a lot more open about it now, and I'm going to be. If something bothers me, I'm gonna say so, you know, and that's that. That's just how it works. Yeah, I like that nickname. What is it? What is that nickname? Wang Che here. Irene Avis, thank you very much. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. No matter what you go through, I'll be going through the same thing, right? If you get hate, I get hate. So if you're ever upset, come find me, okay? Just come find me, come relax in pre-chat or in, because pre-chat is where you'll, you know, it's very unlikely you'll find much hate in there. And in stream chat here, you can hang out. Other social media, I don't know what I can do, but pre-chat, I can keep you safe. I will, no matter what you're suffering from, I will be your Iron Oshi, and nothing will get to me. If it gets to you, that's fine. But I will do everything in my power to be strong, and I will protect you at all times. Okay? I mean, not to get emotional, but you know, the greatest failure in my life was failing to protect my old clan, and so I will do everything I can to protect you. Nanyi, thank you very much. GBP, thank you very much for the super. I'm glad you think so. I'm glad you think so. Nebula, thank you for the X super. I love you. Thank you very much. I love you too. Wow. That was quite a serious detour, wasn't it? But, you know, I think it's pretty good. Selena, thank you very much for the super. Would you please upload your Twitch stream on your YouTube channel? Probably not. I think that it might sort of clog up the YouTube video feed, and there's got to be a reason to go to Twitch, and I think it's less so VOD watching and more so just turning up and watching me play a game. Linha, thank you. Peepo, thank you. Kiara, thank you. Amy, thank you very much. So yeah, what else do I talk about now? I mean, we've got less than an hour until Mortuary Assistant. Fuck, I haven't installed the game. Hold on. Let me do that now. Thank you guys for all the supers. Oh shit, I haven't even bought the game. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Let me do that now. Let me do that now. How scary is this game? Be real with me. Because, I mean, I wasn't scared of Outlast or Amnesia. I was kind of scared of Resident Evil 7 at the beginning, and then it mostly just became jump scares. It's scary? Oh my. I mean, everyone's got different tolerance and stuff. Ah, right, it is installing. Oh my god, my internet is so fast now. It's almost done. It's literally almost fully installed. Look at me go. Lokia Xiao, Princess Meowie, Nanaka, thank you very much. Pre-chat not getting roasted for the first time. Solar, thank you very much. I mean, when I think about a Kindred positive community, I mean, the pre-chat is just, A, it's a place where my mods can intervene if something goes wrong, and B, I mean, you guys all seem pretty, like, you know, you seem alright. You know, I think you're nice. Even if you are writing hate fuck fanfiction about me and my Wi-Fi, me and Virgin Media, I think you're alright. So I'd encourage anyone who's sort of having trouble on other social media, that pre-chat is usually there, and it's nice. Shoto, hello. Mwah. Good to see you again. Thank you for welcoming me back. Shira and Moyen-chan, thank you very much. Did you beat Morgott yet? Oh no, you're waiting for me, aren't you? He's very sweet, isn't he? Ginny Mumu, thank you for the super. How did the Wi-Fi get fixed? How's Eve? Good question. It wasn't really anything too spectacular. While I was away, I had a Virgin Media engineer booked for today, and he did come. But while I was away, I got a text and it just said, "We fixed the issue," and I was like, "Oh, cool." And I'm so glad that I didn't like quickly cancel the meeting, because right after that, this morning, right before I was about to go live, the Virgin Media engineer turned up, and I said, "Yeah, actually, I think the issue's fine. Like, I haven't noticed any problems." And he says, and he comes in, he says, "Oh, do you mind if I just double check?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure." And then he came in and he sort of updated it for me. He like ran all of his tests and stuff. He said, "Yeah, that should be a little bit faster than what you're used to." And I was like, "Oh," thank you. Cat Angelic, Chloette, Cian Pratt, who cares? Thank you very much. Nanyi, thank you for the Akasupa. Ooh. Well, good luck, good luck. Sakuel, thank you very much. Breaks the TV again. He's like, "Yeah, do you mind if I use your bathroom?" And then somehow I let him go into the house and he just like tears my TV off the wall. Holy shit. Yeah, no, the Wi-Fi is all fixed. The TV is working. I've seen the first 2 episodes of Obi-Wan so far, and I've been really enjoying it. I don't know how I feel about some aspects of it, but I'm sure they will be answered in due course. Mizo Sheri, thank you very much. Kai Pai, thank you. Alexis Kyo, thank you. Ignis, thank you very much. If I'm Iron Man, does that mean you're Spider-Man? Yes, yes, indeed. Every Kindred now has the powers of Spider-Man, so if their haters start sending you shit, just web their mouths. Just be like, blah, and then run away. You know, that's a really fucking funny idea, actually. If, like, obviously there's a difference between hate and criticism. If someone's just being, like, idly critical, like, that's fine, and we have to just sort of put up with that because they want to help. If someone just sends you shit, like, you know, something really shitty, obviously ignore it. I just think it'd be really funny if the response that Kindred have to getting hate is they just say, "Go web," and they never say anything else. They just say, "Go web." I think that'd be really fucking funny. Lemon Soda, thank you. Luca Klug, thank you for the Akasupa. It is a symbol of shutting up hate. Is that if someone says something stupid, someone says, "Yeah, your Oshi is lame, he's bad at games, he only likes Xbox," you just say "Go web" and block them, and that's that. I mean, saying "Go web" isn't fucking hateful, it's fucking hilarious. Nekosaka, thank you very much. And you love me 3000. I love you 3000 as well. Iron Akuma. Oh, that'd be cool. I'd have to put on an Iron Man voice and be like, and come up with quips, which I'm not very good at, to be honest. Unless I have something funny in front of me. Like, I'm playing Fall Guys. That's when I get funny. You know, I can come up with jokes, like the whole Jackie Chan thing. I don't know what the fuck I was smoking when I was playing Fall Guys. I was going on about Jackie Chan and shit. Going on about playing Donkey Kong with Larry King in the 80s. Like, Jesus Christ, what was I talking about? Well, it's all true. It's all true. Lydia Chuflora and Ikash92 Ganesh Show, thank you very much. Interested to see my takes on the 50 Shades and 365 series. Michiko, thank you very much for the super. I should check those out. I've never seen them, but I know they're bad. I know they're bad. That does sound fun. Juyu, thank you for the Akasupa. Ah, thank you, Juyu. Thank you very much. And Silan, thank you very much as well. Silan, thank you very much for the super. Butter, thank you very much. And Nyla, thank you very much. Gladys, thank you so much. Alright, I'm thinking let's go until past. I will, Pilcat, thank you for the super. Let's go for another 15 minutes. I will take a break and then get set up for the mortuary assistant in a little bit. But let's just chill for a little while. Chuan Chuan. Oh, Chuan Chuan, I'm sorry I missed your super. Happy birthday. There have been a lot today. I'm sorry about that. Yo-Yo-Tse, thank you. And Summer, thank you very much. Faye Arcilla, thank you very much. Chen Chen, thank you for the super. I love you too. Amy. Miriam, thank you. Juice Tea, thank you. There are a couple streams that I have in mind for next week, actually. So, I loved the tier list stream. That was some of the most fun I've ever had on a stream. Even if everyone was mad, and even if some people read way too far fucking into it. Juice Tea, Kurono Asagi, thank you. Reinhardt, thank you. Bluebird, thank you for the Akasupa. I love you too. Even if some people read way too far into it and they were like, oh my god, my lord doesn't care about his kohai, my lord doesn't care, oh my lord didn't do his research. And I was like, yeah, I did enough research, but I'm a busy fucking guy. I missed some things, okay? And also, it was really fucking funny to put Rosemi into weak tier and watch people lose their shit. That was the main bit. That was the main bit, okay? A tier list stream was funny, and I have a similar idea for something that might hopefully generate a little bit less chaos, but should still be fun. So next week I have a collab with Folger. I won't say the time or date because maybe we'll rearrange things, who knows. I have a collab with Folger now that he's coming back today, and what we're going to do is we're going to pick a character from Smash who closely resembles a member of NIJI EN. And we're going to make a classic double elimination style tournament bracket where each of these is controlled by a CPU, and we're going to see who wins. It'll be, so where before we had the fucking imaginary fight tier list, now Fuchan and I are going to be a pair of WWE commentators, and we're going to watch Smash AI representing the different NIJI EN members duke it out. And I think that's going to be really fun. Double elimination is good because it means that if someone dies to like a bad matchup, they'll get another chance to kind of get back into the tournament. So I'm thinking like, I don't know, maybe we can make Rosemi fucking Piranha Plant, and we can make fucking Selene Ridley, and we can make fucking Mr. Pikachu or some shit like that. Detective Mr. is Pikachu, he's Detective Pikachu. I'm a genius. I'm a genius. Huma, Melody Beta, Dustlight Gaming, and Huma, thank you very much for the super. So I think that's going to be half the fun of the. I think that's going to be half the fun of the entire tournament, is just picking who's who and coming up with ideas. I was thinking about this last night, like not last night, the night before last, while I was going to sleep at my. I was going to sleep back home right before I traveled back out. I was just thinking like, who would be who? And you'll have to watch to find out. And so that's going to be that. And speaking of the tier list stream, I have a sort of sequel planned where I think I'm going to sort of turn the tables back on myself. Eric Emeraldson, thank you very much for the super. Why does my schedule include CST when it's an hour behind JST? Mainly because I know I was thinking that when I was putting it on there. Mainly because like I'm aware that most of my fans come from China and have Chinese Standard Time, which makes sense. And I've always before done it in JST. It would feel weird to take JST off the timetable, but it makes most sense to have CST on there. So I'll think about it. Maybe I'll change it so that it's in a US time zone as well, but who knows? Who knows? What else am I going to do? Yes, so from the tier list thing, I'm aware I'm a demon of humility. As someone who is extraordinarily humble, I am prepared to admit that in some areas I might have been wrong. So what I want to do, I'm not sure if anyone has really signed up yet. I've chatted with a few people about it. What I'd like to do next week is to have a short stream with Totsumachi, where what I'm going to do is have people on one at a time, and I will let them, for sort of 15-20 minutes, explain their lore to me in as much rigorous, brutal detail as they want, and then, based on what they say, I will change the tier list. Okay? So I think from that, it should be a good way of kind of having a bit of lighthearted fun with the fact that it turned out to be so controversial, you know. I think that would be a good way of kind of flipping things on its head and being like, hey, you know. It was really fun. Like when I brought that idea up, a lot of people who like in public were being like, Vox, you dumbass. They were just, they were in Discord being like, oh my god, are people actually giving you shit for that? What? Like, anyone who genuinely read into that tier list and thought it was like example of like actual conflict happening within NIJI EN is a fucking dumbass. Kindred Get, thank you. Nyanya, thank you for the Aka Super so much. And Ignis, Amy, Irishen, Nanyi, Yeongchu, and Rico. Thank you very much for the supers, guys. There were genuinely so many people who were like, oh, Vox doesn't think this. You know, people making some genuinely serious accusations based on me, what, putting their Oshi in weak tier. Like, yeah, cope, bro. It's not that deep. Hibiki, thank you for the Aka Super. I missed you too. Andrew M, thank you very much. Mandalay Adler, Shu, thank you. And Zoe Winoy, thank you for the Aka Super as well. My school starts next week. Well, good luck. Zalis, thank you very much as well. Rei Sakuma, thank you for the Aka Super. You guys have been so fucking generous today, honestly. The tier list gave us the comeback Rosemi tier list. See? I am a man of the people. I will give you exactly what you want. You know exactly what you want. It's the Rosemi tier list, and that only exists because I made my tier list. So just remember, be thankful next time, okay? And yes, I know they worked hard on their lore. I worked really fucking hard on mine too. I've seen all of their lore. I've seen every single NIJI EN debut. I watched them all in preparation for starting. I just forgot bits. I'm not perfect. Like, I wanted to give them all the time of day, but I was also like, it's not that fucking deep. Just because I forget bits and pieces of a person's lore doesn't mean that I don't respect and value them as my co-worker. And anyone who genuinely thinks that I don't respect the work that my co-workers and my friends do as a part of NIJI EN is absolutely fucking delusional. You're assuming that we have all of this conflict going on, and you're assuming so much about me based on me getting Millie's placement wrong in a tier list. It's fucking weird, man. Stop being so terminally online. Go web. Wei Chung, thank you for the Aka Super. Tammy Reeves, Ararere, and Meowie, thank you very much. I had fun roasting you on Twitter for those tier lists. Yeah, I had fun just napping in my bed. It's really funny how during that stream, Ren and I were saying, yeah, we're just going to take a week break after this, wait for it to all calm down, and then inadvertently, I did have to take a week break. That's the last stream we did before my Wi-Fi went down. Ivy, thank you for the super. Many thought you were saying copying instead of coping. Why? I'm not really sure what that means, but yeah, I've never really accused anyone of copying. I've only ever said cope, because cope is more fun to say. I guess that's the thing about being online and being a content creator, is that you gotta be prepared for, not only for people to deliberately take your words out of context, but also for language barriers to do a little bit of that as well. But you just kind of have to deal with it, honestly. You just kind of have to deal with it. People are going to take things way too seriously all the time, and I think that the right answer, instead of trying to cater to every random Tom, Dick, and Harry who's going to try and take down your career every Sunday, is to just be yourself and remember that you'll get hate no matter what you do. You know, no matter what happens, you will get hate. So just roll with it. Be yourself, and people are gonna throw shit at you no matter what. And I think, if anything, you'll get most hate because you're happy. And, you know, anyone who needs to go out there and throw hate around, I can't imagine they're very happy. Probably don't have that much going on in their real life. Probably maidenless, to be honest with you. But, you know, that's just me. Alright, everyone. I think that's going to do it for me now. My throat's getting kind of dry, and all I wanted to do this morning was just to sort of hop live and reintroduce myself, say hello to everyone, chat about some things, talk about my trip, and then, yeah, that's that. So I'm going to take a little bit of time, have something to eat, cook something, clean up a little bit, and then we'll be playing The Mortuary Assistant, which I'm very excited for. So I'll see you all in a little bit. Thank you very much, everybody. And remember, like I said, if hate affects you, don't fight it and create more hate. If someone's just angrily punching the air and talking about how much they hate Kindred, they'll fizzle out like a wet firework eventually, okay? If it affects you and if it makes you sad, that's what they want. So just be the bigger person. move past it, and if you're really mad, tell them to go web, and that's that, okay? Just put some web on their mouths, and I think we'll be alright. But if things get worse, let me know, and I'll try and change things, okay? I'll do my best. That's all from me. I'm gonna hop off, but I will see you all in a little over half an hour, where we'll be playing some Mortuary Assistant. Julian, thank you for the Akasupa. Celia02 So Sorry, thank you very much. Star Akuma, Eva, Just Baka Tomato, Yashin Wing, Yushin Wang, sorry. Moyen Chen, thank you very much. Piltcat, thank you very much. Alright, that's all from me, and thank you very much. I'll see you all in a little bit. Goodbye. Nah.